I'm sure we're all familiar with Donald Duck, known for his semi-intelligible speech and temperamental personality. Now, if you dig deeper into the lore, you know that Donald and his family have been shown to eating poultry quite often, or something that looks quite suspiciously like duck meat. Obviously, this may suggest that Donald and his family are cannibals, but Donald has been shown to fear the idea of eating his own kind. So then, what could explain these strange behaviors? Well, after doing some research, I've compiled 3 different theories as to why the ducks are shown to be eating poultry. Number 1. Instead of being roast duck, it may actually be roast chicken or roast turkey. These species, despite their similar taste, are actually rather different birds in different families. It could be perhaps that the universe equivalent of eating turkeys and chickens is our equivalent of eating other animals, or mammals, like cows and goats. However, there is one snag in this theory. In the film, The Three Caballeros, as well as other media, Donald is shown to have a friend named Panchito Pistolas, a Mexican rooster. And since roosters are male chickens, this makes it seem that Donald doesn't mind eating the literal flesh of his friend's species, which seems rather disturbing when you think of that. Not to mention in his first appearance, he lives on a farm with a hen, so that just makes it even weirder. Anyway, theory number 2, that they aren't eating the same cartoon ducks as they are, rather non-anthropomorphic real-life birds. It has been shown that cartoon ducks and real-life ducks coexist with each other, which also explains the Goofy Pluto issue, but that's theory for another day. So could it be that these are actually different species? That there is a massive difference between ducks swimming in the pool and 2 ducks that can walk and talk? I think that this is a very logical theory. Some may argue that this is the same as eating primates, de-evolved humans, if you believe in the evolution theory. Hey, another theory! According to Reddit user Potato Face, birds are in the same classification tier as mammals. If they were eating similar aquatic birds in the order of Anthromorphs, I butchered that pronunciation, which is the same rank as primates for ducks, then you'd have a point, but turkeys and chickens aren't in that group. But I digress. However, something that may disprove this theory is that in Truant Officer Donald is tricked into believing that his nephews Huey, Dewey, Louie have been roasted alive into what looks like something very similar to what they're eating there. If that's the same, then what is that? Maybe this is why Huey Duck never appears again. The final theory, and unfortunately the most probable one, is that the animators simply wanted to show them as relatable characters eating normal food, without putting in effort into coming up with a meaningful explanation and lore. They eat poultry, because humans eat poultry, and Disney ducks are portrayed as very human-like. They're just funny-looking humans, to be brief. And I'm sure that they weren't expecting us to overanalyze it in this elaborate detail. So hopefully this comes up with a little bit of logical reasoning as to why Donald and his family eat poultry so often, although I'm pretty sure I'm left with more questions than answers. I don't know if this video was satisfying or not.